Marcus, congratulations. What a comeback. What changed after the third quarter? You guys never led until the fourth.
We just stayed with it. We stayed composed, resilient to the end. They were hitting some shots. They were getting a lot of calls. They were being aggressive. And we just stayed the course.
What's it like playing against a monster like Joel Embiid when he's got it going like that?
It's tough when you can't touch him. Now he's just shooting wide open shots and everything else. So, he's a great player for a reason, and we know that coming in, and I think the league knows that. And he came out, and, we weathered the storm for him.
Marcus, take us behind the curtain a little bit. I saw you at the end of the game talking to the official, Jason Goldenberg. It seemed very civil. You were asking him to explain something. What were you asking him to explain?
Yeah, it was a dead ball. Timeout got called. The ball sits down. Players go get the ball, touch it, rub it, get a feel for it. And he told me I couldn't grab the ball, but, let everybody else grab it. So I'm trying to understand, and he tells me he runs this. And I'm like, what do you mean? Oh, we're not doing that. So, we gave it back, and I gave the same response back to him. No, you don't. The players run this. And, and we had a nice little chat, but I have much respect for those guys. He knows that me and him have never had any confrontation. That was our first one. But we're humans, and, we figured it out, and that's part of it. We're not always going to be right. We're not always going to be wrong. But we are human, and we worked it out. Like I said, I have a lot of respect for the officials. And, emotions got high, and we fixed it, though.
Marcus, this was a game that Luca had to leave in the second quarter with a hamstring injury. You don't know the severity of it yet. What does it say about your group that you were able not only to win but to come from behind against a good team and win this game?
It showed, like I said, the resilience factor. We could have easily laid down. Things could have kind of snowballed and domino effect and got out of hand for us, but we stayed with it. We rallied together, and, especially with, one of our key guys out. So it took everybody, and, shout out to this whole team, Maxey, coming in and handling things for us and picking that energy up. Vando, Jake, everybody.
And it helps you got that kid from Arkansas back, huh?
You know it. AR-15, baby.
Yeah. Marcus, thank you for the visit. Congratulations. Go enjoy it.
Thank you, guys.
There's Marcus Smart.